out in Coniston, Ontario. Facing off against the North Bay Lakers. Your starting lineup at center, Ryan Morris. On right wing, Berkeley Patura. Left wing, Allegation. Left defense, Kalen Judd. Right defense, Emma Moore. In net, number 31, Leah Murphy. Off the draw, Judd chips it up. Allegation gets it into the zone. North Bay brings it back in Arizona. They get a shot over the net. Puck in the corner. They chip it up. It's shot blocked from Judd. Puck comes out. Judd clears it up in the corner. Allegation after it. Puck comes out front. Bounces away. Berkeley after it. Now it's back. Moore sends it up. Off of North Bay. Ice and waved off. Both teams get a line change in. North Bay chips it up. Frood comes in, gets a piece of it. Belanger picks up the puck, fires that in front. Jojo gets a piece of it, but it goes wide. Now North Bay heads the other way. They send it in the zone. Icing will be called. Close call in front. Now Frood keeps it in. Jojo battles. Jojo's up front. Frood on the point with Massimiliano. Belanger with the puck now. Takes in the corner. Hits the brakes. Circles back. Sends that to the blue line. Massimiliano's shot gets blocked in front. Puck comes up. Michaela Cole after it. Gets a piece of it. Now Dahlia picks it back up. Re-enters the zone. Gets a shot. Oh, just misses the bottom corner through the defense's legs. North Bay picks up the puck, heading the other way. Pressure from Paris. Keeps the puck in the zone. Now Alize and Lontang after it the other side. They chip the puck in the zone. It's cleared out by North Bay. Ice and waved off. Addie chips it up. North Bay keeps it in. Now Judd battles in the corner. Fires that around. Puck comes up to Carrington. She chips it out of the zone. North Bay sends it back our way, and Addie chips it back in their zone. Shout out to Addie Gibbs, a senior defensive flag football player of the year this year. All right, now puck comes up the sidewall. Judd gets a piece of it, and she gets it back to Gibbs. Gibbs off the wall into the neutral zone. North Bay sends it back. Judd in the corner, picks it up, sends it behind the net. Gibbs picks it up, sends it up sidewall for Gation. Gation chips it up center. North Bay gets it in the neutral zone. They chip it back, it's in the zone, and icing called. Okay, puck comes out of the zone off the draw. Frood's back for it. Chips it up in the neutral zone. Gation chips it up farther. Morris after it. Now Gation at the blue line. Staying on side. Puck comes in the neutral zone. Berkeley ties up. Emma Moore chips it up for Morris to Frood. Up for Gation and into North Bay territory. North Bay fires that around into the sidewall. Morsey's after it. Keeps that in. Now at the blue line, Berkeley fires it in. North Bay gets it in front of the net, chips it out of the zone. Frood picks it up. Frood to Moore. Into the zone. North Bay gets it behind the net. They chip it up. They get close enough to the red line. Ice and waved off. Massimiliano gets it back in the zone. Morsey's there. Moore to Mass. Puck comes out of the neutral zone. North Bay takes it back in our zone. Slowing down. Now Emma Moore takes the puck out of the zone. Carries it in North Base. Dumps it in. Excuse me. In the corner, JoJo puts it out front. Belager's shot deflected in the corner. North Bay chips it up. Belager gets a piece of it. JoJo sends it deep. Behind the net, North Bay gets there, chips it around. Bella Mass pinches in. She gets that to Michaela Cole. Puck goes behind the net. Up the sidewall, North Bay sends it up center. Enter the zone, their shot goes wide. Puck off the side of the net, picked up by Mass. Fires it up for Kalize, chips it up center, kept in by North Bay. But in comes Izzy Lontang and knocks it out of the zone. Puck's off the glass into the neutral zone. Gibbs chips it back into North Bay territory. Carrington with some pressure. Michaela on the other side. Paris keeps that in. Gibbs gets a piece of it. Comes back to the blue line. Judd gets there. Dodges the player. Gets a shot. Glove save. All right, face off inside. Izzy on the draw. Shot fired. Puck comes around the side. Emma Moore keeps that in. Puck comes out. 1-on-1 the other way. Puck goes into the corner. Judd ties up. Gets some help from Izzy. Now Judd after in the corner. Ties her up some more. Soft call coming up here. Power play coming up from North Bay. Oh, they're also going to get a penalty. So 5-on-5 it looks like, or? Oh no, it's power play for North Bay. Off the draw, it's back to the blue line. North Bay at the blue line, chips it in. It's loose in the slot, goes into the corner. Battle from Fruit, chips up the boards. Couture gets a piece of it. She ties up and gets into the corner for Rowan. Rowan picks it up and fires it down the ice with authority. On the other side, North Bay gets there, but pressure from Morris forces it around. North Bay re-enters Sudbury territory. Puck bounces out front, cleared away by Bella Mass. She sends that around the boards. Rowan Fruit after it. She gets there. Sends it up to the blue line. It's kept in by North Bay. Battle from Berkeley keeps it away from the net, but now North Bay gets a shot. Bella Mass with the rebound off the boards. And too many players, no call there. Now Berkeley gets there first. She kills some time in the corner. Puck comes out for North Bay now. They get into the zone. Emma Moore gets there behind the net. Pressure from North Bay keeps in the corner. Morrissey keeps the battle going. Puck's back to the blue line now. Shots fired. Murphy with the save. Moore sends it away. It's kept in at the blue line. North Bay sends it to hash mark. Shot blocked by Emma. Back to the blue line. 25 seconds on the penalty. North Bay gets a shot. Deflected. Out of bounds. 22 seconds to go on the penalty. 7:38 in the first. Face-off coming to the left. McMurphy. Gibbs chips it out of the zone off the draw. North Bay sends it back in the neutral zone. Gation with some pressure. Keeps the puck in their zone. She comes out with it, kills the penalty, sends it back to Moore. More for Gibbs. She fires that into the zone as the penalty expires. Shot on net, deflected from North Bay. We'll get a face-off in their zone, back to 5-on-5. There we go, 7:13 to go in the first. Off the draw, everyone's tied up. Puck still at the face-off up. Bélanger picks it up, circles back, hands it off to Bellemas. She walks across the blue line, back to Dahlia. Dahlia switches spots, sends it to Rowan. Rowan shot through traffic on net, deflected, it's loose. North Bay trying to clear it away. Well, penalty coming up. Cross-checking on... It's got to be on North Bay. Yeah. So power play coming up for Sudbury now. There we go, 6:53 to go in the first. Off the draw, North Bay picks it up, sends it up the boards all the way down. Murphy plays it into the corner. Frood gets a piece of it, but in comes North Bay, they pick it up. They circle around in the corner, they're getting the penalty. Now Bellemas ties her up and Dahlia picks up the puck. Dahlia behind the net, up through center. She's going to bring it all the way into North Bay zone. Gets a shot, that's blocked. North Bay tries to clear it away. Michaela Cole's there to keep it in. She battles in the corner. North Bay double teams. In comes JoJo helping her out. Now Michaela Cole, stick check. North Bay chips it up. Judd's there to keep it in. She skates it into the zone, into the corner. Down low, behind the net. Out front, oh, North Bay gets there first. Sends it all the way down. Minute to go in the power play. Now Gibbs picks up the loose puck. Hands it off to Izzy. Izzy re-enters North Bay territory, chips it in. Puck goes behind the net. North Bay fires it up the boards. Judd's there to keep it in. Gets some help from Paris. Now Judd walks in. Fires it down low for Lontang. Over for JoJo now. In the corner. JoJo battles. Gets some help from Paris, but North Bay fires it out. Gibbs gets there behind the net. Off the boards. And out she goes. Cross ice pass to Izzy. Izzy takes it into the zone. Chips that towards the net. North Bay gets there first. Pressure from Carrington forces up the sidewall. Puck gets over the blue line. Gibbs gets it back. Over for Moore. Back for Addy. Oh, tries to get that to Paris. Oh, no icing. North Bay, yeah. North Bay could have played that one, so icing waved off. Now Paris gets it in the corner. She's pinned. Carrington helping her out. Yeah, we're back to 5-on-5. Puck comes out front. North Bay sends that out. Off a, nope, not off a player. Hands up for icing. There we go. 4:34 to go in the first. Yeah, ref just explained the icing was waved off because the player could have played it. Back to the blue line, Moore over for Frood. Frood fires that in behind the net. Couture after it. Sends it down low. North Bay fires it around the other way. Frood after it, gets a piece of it. Comes back for Gation. Gation keeps it in the neutral zone. North Bay brings it in offside. Off the draw, North Bay dumps it into the zone. Frood behind the net, circles back. Now up for Berkeley. Berkeley centers that for Morris. Morris brings it into the North Bay territory. Cuts to the net, gets a shot on net, rebound goes into the corner. North Bay picks it up and heads the other way. At the blue line, Berkeley comes flying in, gets a piece of it. North Bay chips it back in the zone. More up for Gation. Gation sends that across for Patura. Patura up into the zone it goes. Into the corner, North Bay gets there and ships it up into the neutral zone. Belamass finds a loose puck, sends it back to North Bay territory. North Bay up the boards. In comes Michaela Cole. Now back to the blue, and Gibbs chips it up, kept in. Now Gibbs carries the puck out, hands it off to Jojo. Jojo brings it into the blue line, into the corner, passes in front. North Bay sends it away. Belamass keeps it in. She's got a battle going, gets some help from Jojo. Jojo sends it out front, and North Bay picks it up. North Bay chips it back into the Sudbury zone. Gibbs gets it back. Knocked away. North Bay gets a shot. Big save from Murphy. Gibbs picks up the rebound. Cross ice to Cole. Cole gets the red line, dumps it into the zone. Pressure from Dahlia, and then in comes Cole. Cole gets out in front. Dahlia gets a piece of it. Rebound goes in the corner. Behind the net, Jojo battles, puts it out for the side. Oh, shot from Cole goes across the crease. Now Cole keeps it in the zone. Puck bounces to the blue line. Dahlia chips it back in, but North Bay sends it out to the center, and Gibbs gets it back to Sudbury. Gibbs up for Jojo. Jojo at the red line, dumps it in. Both teams on a change. North Bay gets the puck behind the net, chips it up. Pressure from Paris and Palizé get in the zone. Puck comes out to the neutral zone. Carrington finds it off the boards into North Bay territory. North Bay chips it off the boards to the blue line. Judd gets it back in the zone. North Bay sends it the other way now. At the red line, they dump it in. Back for Judd now. Judd up the boards. Paris gets there. At the blue line, North Bay sends it back in the zone. Judd takes it behind the net, turns with it. Comes up the side. She's got the lane. She's going to bring it into North Bay territory. Gets the shot off the side. Maybe the post even. Now Izzy back for Emma Moore. Her shot through traffic gets the goalie's pad. It's back for Judd. She gets a one-timer off North Bay player. Morsey's turn for a shot. That's deflected in front. North Bay clears it away. Judd comes in. Puts that deep in the zone for Izzy. Izzy puts that out front. It's knocked away by North Bay. Carrington's there to keep it in the corner. She's got a 3-on-1 battle. She gets some help now from Izzy. Izzy sends it down low for Michaela Paris. Behind the net, it comes out the other way. North Bay looking to send it out of the zone. But in comes Lon Tang. She takes the puck back. She's got a lane to the net. Sends it across for Paris. Just couldn't connect. Back for Judd. Her shot goes to Berkeley. Berkeley to Michaela. Michaela for Izzy. Izzy gets a shot. Goalie makes a save. 35 seconds to go in the first. 0-0, but a lot of action there. We'll get Morris on the draw, Berkeley and Ella on the wings, Rowan and Bella on the point. Off the draw, North Bay heads out with it. We get in the zone. Belamass sends it away. Gation ties up on the sidewall. North Bay sends it back in the zone. Threw it in the corner, chips it around. Belamass gets there. She goes back behind the net. We're down to the final 5 seconds. Puck comes up to the blue line. North Bay keeps it in. Berkeley battles. They get a shot at the buzzer, but that's off the blocker. End of the first period.
Shout out to sponsors.
right, second period action. Murphy back to the net. Dahlia on the draw. JoJo. Michaela on the wings. Bella on the point with Rowan. Back to Bella off the draw. She finds JoJo at the red line. JoJo fires that in the zone. Pressure from Cole, keeps it in there. Now Dahlia gets a piece of it. Hands it off to Michaela. Tries to get that out front. North Bay in the way. Dahlia gets a puck back for the Wolves. Sends it over for Rowan. Over for Mass. Back to Rowan. Oh, just out of the reach of Berkeley, but into North Bay territory. North Bay takes it behind the net. Up center, picked up by Bella Mass. She gets that to Michaela Cole. She brings that back into the zone, gets a shot. Goalie makes a save, rebound comes out. Cleared away by North Bay. Rowan Frood keeps that in the zone. Michaela Cole gets it out front for JoJo. Her shot is in! Frood to Cole. To JoJo, 1-0 at 14:03.
Let's go!
Okay. Off the draw, Judd to Addie. Up for Carrington. At the blue line. We send it back to Addie. She gets that for Izzy. Izzy, nice move at center, brings it into North Bay territory. Her shot deflected in the corner. Carrington's there to keep it in. Bounces up to Izzy. Izzy gets it across to Addie. Almost gets tripped, no call there. Addie's shot on net. Goalie makes a save. North Bay chips it up the boards. Pressure from Paris. Gets it to Judd. Over for Carrington. Carrington circles the neutral zone. Gets it in. Izzy for Carrington. Her shot off into the corner. North Bay picks it up. They try to circle back. They get up center. Izzy gets a piece of it. Pressure from Gation. Slows her down. She trips over the red line. Judd gets the puck back. Sends it cross ice for Gation. Gation into the zone. Takes it into the corner, squeeze along the boards, keeps the battle going. Puck goes behind the net now. North Bay takes it back through traffic, sends it around the other way. On the side, North Bay starts to break out. Puck comes off Gation's stick, back for Gibbs. Gibbs behind the net, hits the brakes. Up the boards for Gation. Gation cross ice for Berkeley. She centers that for Morris. Morris takes it in the zone. Pass in front to Berkeley. She gets a shot on net. Rebound is held on to. Off the draw, puck goes in the corner. Gation ties up, puck comes the other way. Berkeley gets there. Burke in the far corner. The other corner, I should say. Battles. Puck goes behind the net. Gation after it. She chips it at it. North Bay's there. Berkeley comes in. Emma Moore's there to keep it in. Bounces off a couple of skates. Now Moore uses her body to keep it in. North Bay finds the puck though, skates it out. Morris knocks it back for Gation. Should have been offside. He's going to let that one slide as it comes right back out. Moore gets it up out of the zone. Gation to Morris. Morris dumps it in, but offside is called. Kind of bounced out. Out and in. Anyways. Face off in front of the Sudbury bench. Off the draw, it's back for North Bay. They take it into the neutral zone, over the blue line, chipping into the corner. Frood gets there first. Fires it up for Michaela Cole. Cole up for Dahlia. Dahlia gets that out of the zone. Gets some help from JoJo. She brings it into North Bay territory. Nice battle in the corner. And JoJo comes out with it. Pass in front, off a couple of sticks. Cole gets a shot on net. Goalie makes a save. Rebound picked up by North Bay. They come up the side with it. Nice back check from Cole. And now Emma Orr keeps it at the blue line. Her shot, nice and low, goes into the corner. Frood keeps it in. Now Dahlia finds a loose puck. Chips it back for Rowan. Rowan for Dahlia. Dahlia for Michaela Cole. Now it's back for Frood. She chips that in the zone. Puck comes out for North Bay now. They take it back into the Sudbury zone, but nice work from Michaela Cole. Takes it back into North Bay territory. Sudbury on a line change. Puck is loose. We only have 3 players on the ice, so it's all good. Can't be too many players like that. Now we get 5 back on, and puck's over for Emma Moore behind the net. She finds Michaela Paris. Paris chips it up. Dahlia picks up the loose puck, takes it out of the zone. North Bay sends it back in. They're back on side now. Emma Moore with possession. Sends it up for JoJo. JoJo up center for Izzy. Fresh off the bench. Comes in the zone. Flying. Gets a shot. Blocked by North Bay. Michaela Paris on the rebound. Takes it back for Bella Mass. She walks in. Crosses the blue line. Little dance. Gets a shot deflected in front. Loose puck. Still in some feet. Puck's loose. Knocked to the sidewall. Nice battle from Carrington. She gets hauled down. The ref wasn't even looking there. He's watching in front of the net. Whistle goes. Off the draw, North Bay sends it behind the net. Chip up the boards to the blue line. Back check from Izzy, gets it back in our zone. North Bay picks it back up again though, into the corner. Behind the net, Gibbs after it. She battles in the corner. Sorry, can't see that angle. Now Izzy picks it up. Behind the net, North Bay comes out with it. They send it back to the blue line. D to D, shot blocked by Carrington. North Bay tries to get that back out front. Bella Mass blocks that. Puck sent to the hash marks. North Bay gets a shot. Murphy makes a save. Off the draw, Emma Morris sends it around for Gaish. Gaishin chips it up for Morris. Morris gets that out into North Bay zone. North Bay sends it back for Judd. Judd up the side for Gaishin. Gaishin puts it up center, and Berkeley puts it deep in the zone. Behind the net, North Bay chips it up the side. They chip it up and out. Ice and waved off. Judd gets there first. Then Moore comes in to help out. Moore coming out to the zone, chips it into North Bay territory. She's got some speed. She gets a shot. Shot goes wide. Players go into the boards. Everyone gets back up, and Judd sends it deep for Berkeley. Berkeley in front, finds Morsey, covered in snow, gets a shot off. That's blocked. It's sent out by North Bay. Hands up for icing. I don't know if it's going to make it. No, Judd gets there. No, she doesn't quite make it. Icing called. Off the draw, we fire it towards the net, comes back for Bella Mass. She surveys her options, comes across the blue line, over for Frood. Frood fires a slap shot, rebounds back. Oh, Boulager's backhand goes behind the net. JoJo gets in the corner. Now it's the other side. North Bay picks it up on the sidewall. Cole sends it back down low. Puck comes back for Cole now. Cole puts it out front. Dahlia gets a shot on the forehand. Goalie makes a save. Not the hardest shot. Hoping for a lucky bounce there. Alright, Belanger on the draw. Cole on the wing with Lontang, Massimiliano, Fruit on the point. Puck comes out of the zone. Belamass gets it back in our zone. Off the boards. North Bay gets in the neutral zone. Izzy to Cole. Cole into the zone. Comes all the way out. Back for Fruit. Fruit to Massimiliano. She gets it up center into the zone. North Bay sends it the other way. Puck comes up the side. North Bay keeps it in. Belamass in the corner, chips it up. North Bay gets it back again, but then comes Dahlia. Kept in at the blue line. Now Fruit after it in the corner. She gets the breaks. Circles back for Belamass. Belamass comes up the side with it. Sends that cross ice for Michaela Cole. They get in the zone. Shots blocked in front. North Bay sends it behind the net. Sabri on a change. North Bay sends it out. Gibbs is there in the neutral zone. She gains the red line, dumps it in. On the other side, Carrington gets a piece of it. Judd keeps it in. Judd sends that towards the net, into the corner. Berkeley with some pressure. Puck comes up to the sidewall. Paris ties up. Gibbs chips it in. Now it comes back for Gibbs. She fires that on net. Rebound back for Carrington. Carrington gets a piece of it, sends it towards the net. North Bay sends it behind the net. Paris tying her up. Now over for Berkeley. Gibbs keeps it in at the hash marks. Into the corner. North Bay fires it all the way down the ice. That's going to be icing. In the corner, Station for JoJo. Try to get that out front. North Bay gets it back. Morris ties her up. Gets a puck out front. North Bay gets it back and sends it up into the neutral zone. They dump it in the zone. JoJo knocks it out of the air. Or sorry, Addie knocks it out of the air. Now she gets that to JoJo. Back for Judd. Back to JoJo. JoJo off the boards. Trying to find Morris. Gets it to Judd instead. Now Morris chips it into the zone. Bouncing puck. Sent up by North Bay. Judd's there to keep it in. She bets past a couple, across the blue line. Leaves that for Gibbs. Gibbs gets the shot. Morris to JoJo. JoJo gets a shot. Goalie makes the save. Line change. Out comes Dahlia, Michaela, and Izzy up front. Emma on the point with Rowan. Puck comes around the side. Emma keeps it in. Now Izzy gets it in the corner. Out from Cole. Puck comes back for Moore. High stick. What's going to call that? When we face off inside. At 4:30 to go in the second. Zamboni door is ready to go for the third period, second period flood. Anyways, off the draw, puck goes behind the net. North Bay chips up the hash marks. Fruit's there to keep it in. She fires that on net. Goalie makes a save. Puck goes in the corner. North Bay sends it back behind their own net. Pressure from Belanger. Now sent out by North Bay. Back in the Sebri zone. Again in front. Fruit ties her up, can't get a shot. Puck goes behind the net. Fruit sends it up the boards. North Bay keeps that in. In comes Rowan. double teamed, and she battles away, getting some help now from Dahlia. North Bay tries to get that to the blue line. They get there. Shot into the glove of Murphy. They get a face-off in our zone. Now we'll get Berkeley on the draw. Paris and Patty's down the wings. Puck comes up the side and out. Nice and waved off. Nice work from Berkeley, and Carrington gets the puck. Help from Michaela, and now Carrington in the corner after it. Gets it back for Gibbs. Gibbs gets a shot off a player in front, goes behind the net. Berkeley gets the puck. Berkeley puts it back for Bellamas. She gets that across for Addie. Addie walks in. Her shot off a player in front again, back for Bellamas. Bellamas shot off the shin pad. Addie keeps it in, sends it back for Bella. Bella walks in, tries to get that out front, hits a skate. Now North Bay turns with it. Gibbs takes that right back, re-enters North Bay zone. North Bay chips up the side. Carrington's there to keep it in. Try to get that up. Paris gets a piece of it. Now North Bay up the side and out. Back in the Sudbury zone, shot goes wide. In the corner, Berkeley fires it around the boards. JoJo picks it up. She chips it up. North Bay keeps it in, gets a shot that goes behind the net. Now Bellamas takes that back, up for JoJo. Shot from the blue line, off the glass. Addie chips that up. Michaela Paris gets it out. JoJo coming in with some pressure, blocks the pass, keeps it into the zone. Tries to get that out front. In the feet of Paris, she kicks it out front. JoJo after it, she gets a shot. Goalie makes a save. North Bay takes it behind the net. Paris ties her up. Puck up the sidewall. There's Emma Moore keeping it in. Her shot deflected by JoJo. Goes behind the net. Paris after it now. Behind the net. North Bay chips up the boards. Off the sidewall. They start to break out with it. Up through the neutral zone. Emma Moore gets it back. Goes on side and dumps it in the zone. Now North Bay behind the net. Fires it up. Gation gets a piece of it. And it's back for Judd. Judd all alone. Off the boards into the zone. She's coming in with some pressure. She gets that back into the zone. She puts that out front. North Bay gets there. Would have been nice. Now off the glass and out for Izzy. Izzy for Gation. North Bay sends it out. They're offside. The guy didn't see him behind her. On the line change, they get a shot. Judd gets the rebound out of to the blue line. North Bay keeps it in. They got a couple players out there. Morris ties up, gets some help from Izzy. Izzy takes it behind the net. Up for Ella Gation. Gation has the lane. She takes it over the red line. Into the zone, shot into the corner. You can see there's less than a minute to go in the second. Emma Moore keeps that in. The puck comes back into the neutral zone. Judd ties up. And then Izzy helps out along with Emma Moore. Now Moore sends it around the boards. Izzy's after it. She chips that up. Gets some help, but it's knocked back for Judd. Over for Moore now. Behind the net, hits the shin pad out front. Cleared out by Emma. Now come flying in. Dahlia keeps it out of her zone. Battles at the red line. Gets it into the zone in the dying seconds of the second. Drops it back for Izzy. Izzy puts that out front, deflected away. A couple seconds to go as Rowan Fruit gets in the corner. Shot from Massimiliano at the buzzer. Doesn't make it. That's going to be the end of 2 periods. 1-0 for the Wolves. to go in the third. Off the draw, Rowan Frood picks it up, takes it into the zone. Sends it deep. North Bay sends it up the other side. Off the boards, and Belamass keeps that in. North Bay behind the net, pressure from Carrington. Now pressure from Burke and Michaela. At the blue line. Ooh. Paris keeps it in, but now bounces back for Frood. Frood circles back and sends it up for Paris. Paris chips it up off the ref. The other ref yelling at him. Now Paris in front here, battles. Back for Frood, cross ice for Carrington. Carrington back for Rowan. Rowan circles back. Gets it to Michaela Paris. North Bay sends it to Rowan. Over for Belamass. Back for Rowan. She's got a lane. She takes it into the zone. Cuts to the middle. She gets taken out. No call there, surprisingly. Their player takes out their own goalie. Paris gets a piece of it, but it's out of the neutral zone. Paris gets it back in the zone. Battles. And now Gibbs' turn to keep it in. Getting some help from Morris. Morris pulls it out, takes it towards the net. Gets a shot off the goalie's stick and over the net. No, Judd's there to keep it in twice, and then on the third time, North Bay gets it out. Pressure, and the puck comes back for Addy. Addy gets it off the sidewall. Gets some help from Judd, over for Jojo. Jojo takes it out of the zone. North Bay in the neutral zone. Circles into the Sudbury zone. Pressure from Morris, keeps her outside. Now back for Addy. Puts it off the boards for Gation. She chips that into North Bay territory. North Bay takes it behind the net. Up the side, Gibbs is there to keep it in. A little extra bump to make sure. Now Gibbs knocks it down. Keeps it in. Over for Gation, she gets taken out. Joe gets it in front, her shot off the goalie's pad. Rebound sent up the boards, and Judd's there to keep it in. Judd across for Gibbs. Gibbs off a shin pad. Gibbs sends that across for Belanger. It's intercepted by North Bay. Keeps it in. Jojo battles and keeps the possession going. Jojo sends it into the corner. Keeps the battle going. Help from Gation. Gation gets it behind the net. Pressure from Belanger. Keeps that in. Now off the glass and out. And Emma Moore picks it back up for Sudbury. She turns. She's got the lane up the side, off the boards, and into North Bay territory. North Bay gets it out. Back into Sudbury territory. Back and forth action. Now Rowan Frood, Emma Moore. Oh, there we go. Cole gets that back. Comes up the center with it. Up the side now. Into the zone. Fires that into the corner. Izzy's after it. North Bay sends it back around the other way. Frood pinching in. She's going to get there first. She sends it down low for Michaela Cole. MC in the corner. Takes it behind the net. Gets some help from Lontang. Puck comes up the side for North Bay. Now MC try to work it out front. North Bay in the way. North Bay takes it behind the net. Lontang in the way. Puck comes up the side. MC's shot off the side of the net. North Bay sends it up the boards and out for Rowan Frood. Turns up for MC. Off the sidewall. North Bay sends it back in the zone. Puck comes up for Emma Moore. She chips it away, but North Bay keeps it in the corner. Moore to Carrington. Carrington off the side. Just couldn't get that out. Now Emma gets that off the boards to the blue line and out. North Bay's called for offside. Almost had 5 minutes of straight play there. Nice and waved off. Paris to Patura. Pass out front, couldn't connect. Gibbs keeps it in. All right, we're back on side. Bay gets a shot, save is made. Berkeley gets a rebound. She sends that cross ice for Jojo. Jojo picks it up on the backhand and chips it into the zone. Behind the net, Jojo after it gets a piece of it, keeping it in the zone. Pressure from the Wolves, but out comes the Lakers. She's all alone, gets a shot blocked. Now Bellamas puts that behind the net for Gibbs. Gibbs up for Jojo. Jojo skates it up, gets the red line and dumps it in. Now at the corner, Gation and Morris working at it. North Bay gets it and Fark. Up the side and out they come. They get into the zone. Judd keeps her outside. Their shot on net, saved by Murphy, cleared away by Bellamas, but North Bay keeps it in at the blue line. Izzy ties up on the side. Get it back to the blue line again. That shot intercepted by Morris. She chips it up center for Gate, or on a breakaway shot, fired. Goalie makes a save. Rebound picked up by North Bay. They chip it into the zone, but Emma Moore is going to get there first. She takes it behind the net, over for Judd. Judd for MC. MC cross for Izzy. Izzy up to the neutral zone, gets it to Belanger. Dahlia circles, comes back in North Bay zone, drops it for MC. Her shot goes behind the net. Izzy with some pressure, gets a piece of it, keeps it in the zone. MC's turn now, but puck comes up center for North Bay. They chip it into the zone on net. Murphy steers it away for Judd. Judd takes it behind the net. Up the boards for Izzy. Izzy to Dahlia. Dahlia out of the zone and into North Bay territory for MC. She fires a slap shot, hits the shin pad. Judd gets the rebound for Michaela. She puts it out front. Cleared away by North Bay. Emma Moore keeps it in. Takes it into the corner. Sends it back for Judd at the blue line. Judd shot deflected in front. Cleared out by North Bay. That should be icing. It's rolling. She's trying to skate as hard as she can. And that's icing. Off the draw, we get in, get a pass out front. Michaela, glove save. Paris keeps the possession going. Comes out, over for Bellamas. She walks in, her shot, glove save. Berkeley on the draw, Paris, Paise on the wings. Frude and Massimiliano on the point. Puck is dropped. Puck comes back for Bella. She gets that in front, deflected. Paris gets it behind the net. Over for Carrington. Carrington brings it out front. Now behind the net. Over for Berkeley in the corner. Burke tries to get that back to the point. North Bay gets in the way. It's chipped into the zone, into the corner now. North Bay sends it behind the net. Berkeley after it. She gets some help from Rowan. 2-on-2 battle in the corner. There we go. Puck comes out. Rowan steps in and Paris gets the puck. Paris through the neutral zone into North Bay territory. Drops it back for Carrington. Carrington, she gets a shot. Off a shin pad. Frude gets the rebound, that gets deflected over the net. Shot from Morris off the goalie's stick. Now Frude keeps that in. Across the blue line, her shot deflected in front. North Bay clears that away. Out of the zone. Bella Matt there, but she's got some pressure. She sends the puck off to the side. North Bay picks it up. They get that back out front. Frood ties up out front. Morris gets the puck. She sends that cross ice out of the zone. North Bay gets it back in the neutral zone, but nice work from JoJo. Gets it back in North Bay territory. JoJo into the corner. Battles. Gets some help from Morris. Morris comes out with it. Takes it behind the net. Tries to stop. She stops. And now comes out the other side in front for JoJo. Shoes tied up. At the other side. Cleared out by North Bay. Ice and waved off. Addie gets the puck up the side. There we go. Addie chips it over to the blue line. North Bay keeps it in at the blue line. Nice work from Morris. Gets that to Judd. Judd gets it up the boards, but North Bay keeps that in. Shot, glove save. Just under 5 minutes to go in regulation. Face off to the right of Murphy. JoJo on the wing with Ella. Right on the draw. Addie on the point with Kalen. There we go. Loose puck picked up by JoJo. We get it back in the zone. Now in the corner goes Dahlia. Puck comes out front, couldn't connect. Cleared out by North Bay. Judd gets it back for the Wolves. She takes it behind the net. Up the side. She sends it up for Dahlia. Dahlia's in over the blue line. Over for Michaela Cole. Her shot in front. Dahlia gets a piece of it, goes behind the net. Cole after it. North Bay sends it into the corner. They pick it up. In comes Izzy. She gets that back, sends it down low for MC. MC tries to work it out front. North Bay blocks it, send it up to the blue line. Judd sends it back down low for Cole. Cole keeps it down low and the puck comes around the other corner. North Bay picks it up. Izzy with some pressure gets the puck back for Gibbs. Gibbs up for Cole. Cole's back into the zone. Drops it back for Judd. Judd comes out center with it. Now up front, gets a shot. Save made. Rebound. Cleared into the corner. North Bay picks it up. Judd on the back check. Stick check. Forces North Bay offside, but he can't see that from his angle. Now out front, Judd intercepts it. Fires it off the glass. And out. She could have played that in front of her, but we're going to get icing. Both teams getting some fresh legs out there. It's not missing no line changes there. Off the draw, it's back to the blue line. Shots fired, glove save. Whistle goes. Fruit sends it around for Kalize. She chips it up for Petura. She sends that back for Morsey. Emma takes it behind the net, hits the brakes, sends it around for Paris. Paris picks it up off the sidewall, sends it up center for Petura. She gets a piece of it to negate the icing. Puck goes in the corner. Berkeley battles with Carrington. Puck comes out, back check or forecheck from Paris. Back to the blue line. They get it more to Frood. Frood turns with it. She's got a lane to re-enter the zone. She comes in, hits the brakes, circles back, gets that to Berkeley. Berkeley for Carrington. Carrington across the blue line. Over for Emma Moore. Emma Moore's shot on net. Goalie makes a save. Rebound into the corner. Now North Bay picks it up and heads the other way. Shot on net, save, puck's loose in front now. North Bay's shot blocked by Emma Moore. Now Rowan Frood gets it up to Michaela Paris. Paris settles things down, takes it over the red line and dumps it in. JoJo after it behind the net with some pressure. She gets there, keeping it behind the net. Now our teammates are out there joining her. Morris and Gation up front. Mass on the point with Gibbs. Puck comes back to the blue line. Gibbs is there to keep it in. Her shot rings it around the boards. Gation gets it in the far side. Gation works it out front. Shot from Morris. Save. Rebounds loose. Now the goalie hangs on to it. Hey, last minute and a half of regulation. Back for Bellamass. She gets a shot, just a little wide, picked up by North Bay. North Bay chips it up the boards. They try to get that up to center. They get it, but now Bellamass gets the loose puck back. Fires that up center for Morris. Morris gets it into the zone. Gation's all alone, gets a shot. Goalie makes a save. North Bay was just trying to pull the goalie. They had all their chips heading the other way. Now 1:06 to go. Dahlia on the draw. Chips that down low. North Bay takes it behind the net. Pull some pressure. Izzy gets a puck shot. Goes wide. MC battles in the corner. Support from Bélanger. She chips that around. North Bay picks it up and heads it out the other way. At the blue line, back check from Izzy. And then Emma Moore gets that over for Kaylin. Kaylin turns off the boards for MC. And then Dahlia gets it all low. No, she wasn't alone. North Bay pokes that in the corner. Empty net now, 6-on-5 for North Bay. Battle in the corner. Swing and a miss. Now we 3-on-2 for North Bay in the corner. Puck's still loose. You can see the seconds ticking away on the clock. MC comes out with it, trying to get that out front. She's all tied up. She's going to keep it down low. Help from Dahlia now. Dahlia squeezes her. Now still down low. North Bay trying to get it out. They chip it up the side. Judd gets it back. Fires that on net. In the net. Top corner from the red line. But we were offside. No goal. No goal. Delayed offside. That would have been a nice one. So 2 seconds, 2.8 seconds to go. Yep, too bad. There we go, they get into the corner. That's it. Sudbury with the win. Thanks for tuning in. Time for bed.